So I'm going to get right to it. This is hard to talk about, but I want you to know what I'm struggling with. First off, my weaknesses. I am not good with money, to say the least. I am very bad with business. That is what I am. So those two things together are tough when you do have a small business like I do and my family does with Fish Gum. And so we've got to make some changes in order for me to have a full-time job, which I do. Many of you may not know that Fish Gum is not my full-time job. It has always been a side gig since it launched in 2020. And I'm very faithful and committed to the job that I do as a pharmaceutical rep in the diabetes space. And I don't see myself being able to financially leave that, nor do I want to, because I love what I do. And so I'm very thankful to be serving Escambia County here in Pensacola as a pharmaceutical rep for the past 5 years here too as well. So what's going to change? Well, I can get a handle on online sales. And what I mean by that, that's a sales channel that is the most profitable for me right now and the easiest to manage. When it comes to the retail space, distribution, that's a challenge for me. I honestly do not know without certainty, with certainty, that what my margins are for that space. I haven't looked at my personal margins, which is very, very stupid to do. I haven't done that in over 3 years. In 2022 was the last time I looked at my margins. And let me tell you that in between COVID and now, my ingredients costs for raw materials have gone up 300%, and I have done nothing to adjust that. So I have to focus on online sales temporarily. And that's why I've reached out on social media looking for a partner. And I do have a very interested entity. For the last 3 months, we have been working together, and this person has the right of first refusal. Very genuine person, and I love that we are working together to come up with a solution, and which I'll know very soon if that's going to play out. But I'm very committed to that process. But you always have to look through what if it doesn't pan out, right? So that's why I sent the message to social media that yes, I am actively looking for some kind of partner. I do not want to sell out Fish Gum without me being a part of it in its future. So there will be this partnership where I'm not going anywhere. I will be the person who is the social media driver and also the mad scientist with more products that are coming out in the future. So effective immediately, as of today, I can no longer support the retail sales channel. Temporarily, I'm looking for a solution. So this is where I'm going to ask all of my dealers and my distributor, who is Brunken Manufacturing, who also agrees that this is the next best step for me personally. He knows that I can't manage the manufacturing side of this. The more employees, the more, I try to do something, I still can't get a handle on this big beast of manufacturing. It takes somebody full time to manage this with a good business mind, with superb manufacturing experience, that is good with money and accounting and all of that stuff, which I am not. So the more that I try, the harder and stressful it is, because it takes one of the most precious commodities in our lives, which is time. and I don't have that kind of time. So the dealers that are out there, those who have been with me for the beginning, I know this is going to be painful, but just please bear with me that I have to do what's best for my family here at Fish Gum, and also what's ultimately best for you and for me. And if we're honest, you haven't had all varieties of Fish Gum in your store in maybe 3 years. I haven't had on my website all varieties of Fish Gum in that same time period. Something's wrong with that picture, and it's not fair to you. It's not fair to me. So I'm not pulling out of retail space permanently. It is temporary. So please bear with me, and I ask you for your personal mercy and grace as we figure out how to scale appropriate with the next entity that is the plan. So bear with me. I am still going to release the Runt Rod to retail space. I have a shipment coming in the next month. I will not be pulling the Runt Rod because I don't make that. It's easier for me to get products like that to you that I don't have to make. And so please leave the door open for Fish Gum. My plan is in 2025, we will have at least the partner firmly established. It may take about another 6 months to a year to scale up in such a way where everyone who wants Fish Gum in their tackle stores in Florida first will get it. 100%. I have no stores on the East Coast of Florida. They're wanting it. My influence stops from Gulf Shores to Panama City, and that's it. And there's not many stores that I have within those areas. So we're struggling to keep stock flowing into stores that have a very, very small presence. And then beyond, North Carolina, Virginia, all the other coastal states, my goal is to get you Fish Gum. That is the ultimate goal. We do have other distribution channels that we can investigate in those other areas as well. These distribution channels are ready to go, but I don't have any product. So know that I'm coming to you, understanding my own personal weakness, frustrated with them, but at the same time looking for solutions for everyone. We know because of the last year that I took my time and diligently upgraded the Fish Gum bait in such a way that I knew this would be my final iteration. Like there's no more science, and there's no more manipulating the bait to make it even more better. It is the best bait today that I ever have produced. The demand is at an all-time high because the catches of Fish Gum on social media platforms is just a dominant presence. It's really an amazing thing that I am so thankful for. Possibly I can get OP out there as well, but I can't commit to that yet. If I can at least get OP in the tackle stores that I serve, I will. That particular bait is as well producing some catches that I expected to happen, but am thankful for. And please, when I talk about the success of Fish Gum, I do it in the most sober and humble way, knowing that, yes, my physical hands and my mind has created this bait, but I thank the Lord Jesus Christ for this opportunity to influence this market. And I will tell you, Fish Gum has always been more than about the bait. It has always been more than about my brand. Fish Gum is about people first. I want to be a culture of servant leaders, a network of people who know that they don't have all the skills and things figured out. They have their own personal weaknesses like I do. But in spite of those, are being used to serve people in such a way that makes a lasting impact. At Fishgum, we are more than just for Fishgum. We are Angler First, the Servant Leader Network. Myself, my personal culture philosophy is that people are more important than things, brands, or company. And I know there are people who are wanting this bait in their tackle stores. I promise you today, as we temporarily pause retail sales, I'm trying to figure things out, not in this head, but in somebody that knows what to do far greater than I can. I covet your prayers. This is a temporary pause, and we will be back stronger than ever before in the coming year. Thank you so much for watching. God bless.